and just life. I'm thugging. You know, yeah, I'm big thugging.
I'll see you back later.
Alright. On my nose like a horse nose? Nah, see, what happens is my bloodline, you could trace my bloodline all the way back to Egypt. The reason my nose is so big and people with big noses is nothing to be ashamed of. Because you was in warmer climates, and because you was in warmer climates, your nose has to be bigger in order to cool your brain. So that's what it is. People with smaller noses was people in colder climates. They couldn't have that much because it'll freeze their little bit of brain. They bird brains. That's why you, man, that nose like a horse nose, because you got a bird brain. You lack understanding. But the reason that my nose big like this, and you see people with big noses, they lived in warmer climates and they have bigger brains. And it takes more air to cool their brain. That's all, love. And your hairs inside your nose act as a filter. They block out, bad pathogens and like that. Yeah. That's just for those that don't know. I'm a nerd though. I study these things. But once you become intelligent, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you don't poke fun. If you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all, buddy. Well, what happened, the reason, like that nigga dick, I don't snort cocaine, and if I did, I wouldn't have nose hairs. All my nose hairs are, my nose will constantly run. That's why when you see people always got a white, they have knocked the whole filter lining out there. Nah, I feel like you should groom yourself. You should trim around the hedges and, cut the little hairs out your nose and shit. I go see Big T from out the 3, he cut my little nose hair. I grow hair all out my ears, cut all that out. Yeah, raw. Do you listen to new artists who aren't famous yet? Let me guess, you make music. That's all. I thought the plug, right, man, that bro. All he sent is white. Oh, you had to do all that yesterday? Yeah, bro, you gotta groom yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta keep up with the landscaping, man. You don't trim the hedges, man. Hey, the weeds will get out of control, bro. The garden will be looking unmanicured. You heard me? Walaikum assalam. What's your email? I'm finna shoot you some of my music. All right, I'm about to DM you if I remember. But they be having a lot of people that just be like, man, that's the devil. I look at it like how you use it. It's governed by universal law. If you use it for bad, you're going to get bad. You use it for good, you're going to get good. I just don't f around. But I've been around voodoo my whole life. But the voodoo lady be telling me, whenever I used to go over to her house, she used to tell me, get out my house. Be like, why? Because, baby, my powers don't work when you come in here. And I used to think something was wrong with me, but it wasn't that. It's just, I'm one of them chosen ones. You could put me anywhere, I'm going to be successful. I had read this book that said there are no chosen ones. I beg to differ. That's the politically correct answer, but I beg to differ because they got some people could do all the in the world and nothing bad ever happens to them. Then they got some people that's governed by universal law, because universal law governs all events. Whatever I do, I'm going to be held accountable for it. So it's some mistakes that I can't make. I read that on Instagram. It was on a story talking about there are no chosen. It's like how people be typing the memes. There are no chosen ones. Your work ethic determines your. Hey, that's cool. I hear that, but I don't agree with that. And whoever said that, they was just trying to be politically correct. That's cool. You ain't want to be offensive, but I'm gonna keep it gangster. There are chosen ones out here. They are, and I believe that the people I are the chosen ones, cause it ain't no way you'll gravitate to me if you wasn't. I'm not about to even be cute and say that shit. I don't care who don't like it. They got some out here do all the world and don't nothing bad happen to them. They just get away with murder. But I know right now, if I was to take some trash and throw it on the ground in little, man, I might get down the street, my car might catch a flat. Like, I'm governed by a different set of rules. Every time they got to go to jail, I'm talking about hat after hat after hat. For those that don't know what a hat is, like catching a hat, a murder. Murder, 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 and come right home. I go to jail, no misdemeanor. This came left, and don't be rats. Just came left. But I'm governed by a different set of rules. The consequences are much more severe when you one of the chosen ones. And you just got to realize that you're different from the rest of the world, so you can't do what they do. It's nothing wrong. It's not a bad thing, but you just got to know who you are. Yeah, you got to know who you are. I'm only talking to my chosen ones right now. I'm talking to the beloveds on here. I ain't care about y'all other people. Y'all, you hear me? Many are called, but only few are chosen. I'm talking to the ones. You know, if you was born and if you one of them chosen ones, your life has been very, very hard and very rough. It's never going to be easy for us. Never. Anybody else, they wake up and just
Dad,
life.
what are you doing on Instagram?
I'm thugging. You know, yeah, I'm big thugging.
I'll see you back later.
All right. For real. Like, if you one of them chosen ones, hey, your life is extremely hard. It's extremely hard. I'm talking about I watch come to jail, leave, come to jail, leave. I ain't been gone. I'm talking about every time I go, they bolt me to the floor. Why is that? Why is that? The consequences are much more severe when you one of them chosen ones. Because you knew better. And when you know better, you show better. If you knew better, you'll do better. So like I said, I ain't upset. I take it how I come, but I know one thing. For the chosen ones, like I was saying, it's going to always be super hard, extremely hard for us. It's going to always be that way. It's just how it's designed. Everybody else, I'm talking about, to the moon. Don't even be cut like that. Hey, I used to be frustrated like, man, what they doing? But I had to realize it's by design. Because, hey, once you cut the lights on in your house, hey, you going to shine till the sun burn out. But you had to go through what you had to go through because you about to get a lot of blessings and you can't be negligent with these blessings, you heard me? Yeah, I used to be wondering like, man, what all the wrong hole? He got AIDS now. Man, I've been in this down to 90 days. Came back 2-3 times and jumped. But I snatched his face off. Snatched his face off. So who really won? That's when this man, he used to read the Bible every day. And like I said, I read the Bible. I don't have nothing against the Bible. I read the Bible. But I like to read the Bible in its proper context. It's full of, I feel like there's a message in everything. It's full of wisdom, you heard me? You know? say the race not given to the swift. I was like, oh God, that's why the turtle always win the race. The turtle always win, cause he consistent. Like my big partner told me. My big partner from Puerto Rico, he told me, he say, all you got is your grind.